Okay, students, so in this topic, we will talk about sales revenue maximization by a business firm. So, here, sales revenue maximization means total revenue maximization by the business firm. So, here, these are rationales of sales maximization hypothesis. By the way, Baumol was an economist, and according to him, sales revenue maximization is a very important goal of a business firm. So, this model is given by Baumol. So here are some rationales. First point here is separation of ownership from management. So owner of the firm is separate people like shareholders, and the management is different from these shareholders. So all the decisions are taken by managers and not by the shareholders. So shareholders have interest in maximization of profit, but managers have a separate interest, so they will not take the decisions according to the maximization of uh, profit but maximization of sales. Second point here is salaries and slacks of managers are correlated to sales. Okay, slacks are whatever these managers are getting uh, along with the salaries, like free mobile, car, big cabin, etc. So whatever they are getting other than salaries are called slacks, or you can say perks. So these managers' salaries and these benefits are directly related to the sales, whether sales is increasing or decreasing. That's why these managers are more interested in increasing sales rather than the profit. Here, third point is personal problems are satisfactorily handled with growing sales. Here, personal problems mean HR problems. Suppose if a firm is there and it is going for the profit maximization, and sometimes to get the profit maximization, we have to cut down our production, and while cutting down the production we have to fire the people, so there are many problems related to HR department. But if sales are increasing, it means we are increasing our production, so we are hiring people, we are giving promotions to our experienced people. So in this way, when our sales is increasing, in that case we can handle these issues properly. Next point is increasing sales give more prestige to managers. Yes, this is a plus point for managers. So these managers will get more respect and prestige if under their supervision or under their management, if sales is increasing. Next is if profit is not maximized next time, managers will be in problem. Okay, suppose somehow, though it is very difficult because you need to collect all the informations and continuously you have to calculate the things, and still suppose if somehow you are able to maximize profit in particular year, but if the next year if you are not able to maximize the profit, then again you will be targeted and you will be in problem. So that is why they never try to maximization of the profit. Next is sixth point is bigger market share provides more bargaining power to firm. Okay, if you are a small player, whether you are buying or you are selling to somebody, but you are a small player, means your market share is small, so you will not have the bargaining power. But if your market share is big, so vendors will try to crack the deals on your preferences or on your terms. So that is also plus point for business firm. Next is banks and financial institutes are more willing to give loans to the growing firms in terms of sales and not in terms of profit. So these are some rationale, some points in favor of sales maximization by a business firm. So here we will talk about this diagram now. Before I start drawing this diagram, let me tell you what is profit. Profit is total revenue minus total cost. So whatever you are earning, whatever you are spending, difference of these two terms is called profit. So how to draw a revenue curve and cost curve? Already in chapters of revenue curves and in chapter of output cost relationship, we have discussed about those shapes or those curves. So directly I am drawing here. How to draw your total cost? This is your total cost curve. Here I am taking output because your revenue and your cost both are depending upon your output. Now I am drawing your total revenue curve. So here is your total revenue curve. This difference between total cost and total revenue curve is your profit. So here, before this A point, your profit is negative because your revenue is less, your cost is more. Again, after this point, again your profit is negative because your cost is more and your revenue is less. But this portion from A point to B point, your profits are positive, these are not negative. So if I plot this difference here on OX axis like this, the negative portion of your profit I am not including in our diagram because we will not take decisions according to that. So here is our profit curve. Profit is maximum here, you can see maximum profit you are getting here. Okay, so this is the maximum gap between total revenue and total cost, and your profit is maximum here. So if your firm is going for the profit maximization, obviously your firm will produce this much of quantity and it will be doing profit maximization here. But as now we are talking about revenue maximization, so our revenue is maximum here, you can see. So according to Baumol, we will try to maximize our sales revenue. If your firm is maximizing your sales, it will produce this much of amount. So let me denote it like QP. This is quantity. When you are doing profit maximization, you will produce this much of quantity. But when you are doing sales maximization, suppose this is QS, you will be producing this much of quantity of your output and you will be maximizing your sales here. So classical economist believed that producer will produce this much, and Baumol believed that the producer will produce this much of amount of total production will be this much and firm will try to maximize its sales. Okay, here by using these total concepts we are finding out where profit is maximum. But there are two conditions of profit maximization we have discussed about in previous video also, that is marginal revenue should be equal to marginal cost. Okay, let me tell you what is marginal revenue. Marginal revenue is slope of total revenue curve and marginal cost is slope of total cost curve. So if marginal revenue should be equal to marginal cost, only then we can go for profit maximization. Then it means their slopes should be equal. I mean to say slope of total revenue and slope of total cost. So you can check here also. You can see that yes, slopes are same. These lines are parallel lines, so slopes are same. So you can use even the total concepts to find out where your profit maximization will happen. Otherwise, you can use even marginal concepts too. Okay, so we were talking about sales revenue maximization. Now, question is that if revenue maximization is the goal of business firm, will it avoid or will it ignore the profit? No, it will not ignore the profit, because when it is maximizing the revenue, same time it is also earning some profit. Though these profits are not maximum, these are not maximum profits, but still some profits are earned by this particular firm. There are some expectations by the owners, I mean shareholders. Shareholders also expect some profit, and if they are expecting a profit which is less than this, suppose they are expecting this much of profit, but these managers are providing them more than their expectations, more profit, so it will not create any problem in the way of maximization of sales revenue, and the producer will continue with sales maximization. But problem is that if these shareholders are expecting more profit than this, so it is very important thing to satisfy the shareholders, because they are the real owner of our business firm. So in this case, if expected profit by the shareholders are more than what this firm is earning with maximization of revenue, in that case it cannot maximize the revenue. It is not possible for this firm, because expectations of shareholders are important. In that case, at least this much of profit will be earned by the firm, and it will produce somewhere here. It is trying to maximize the revenue, but the problem is of expectations of shareholders. So this is called profit constraint. This profit constraint is non-operative if this is less than what actually earned by the business firm along with the maximization of revenue. If this is the profit constraint, it is not operative, it will be ignored by the business firm. But if this is the profit expectation, it is operative, it is operative profit constraint, and it will check this business firm to maximize the sales revenue. Okay, so it was some extra information regarding the profit constraints. Now in this particular chapter, what will we do actually? We will compare profit maximization and sales maximization, two situations. We will compare these two situations, profit maximization and sales maximization, and mainly we will compare three things here. One is price in profit maximization and price in sales maximization. We will compare when we will be charging higher price and when we will be charging lower price. Then quantity of production is lower or higher in particular situation. We will compare quantity, and also advertisement. So advertisement expenditure also we will compare in this situation and in this situation. So these are three variables we will discuss in our next video. What is happening to price, quantity and advertisement expenditure if profit maximization situation is there or sales maximization situation is there. So we will be comparing this.